Hi, thanks for joining us. My name is Aaron Liberty from Collector Part Exchange, and today we're going to talk about the process of creating a store. So let's just get started. If you haven't already, the first thing that you're going to need to do before you can create a store is make sure you just go ahead and log in. If you have an account, you can go ahead and log in with the information you have. If you don't, you can log in. You can create an account either with Facebook or Gmail. And you can also sign up using a username and password. So in this case, I'm going to use an email and password to create an account. It's pretty simple. You can see we do require at least 5 characters and 1 number as we go through. If those conditions are met, it'll let me know that I've made a good enough password. I'm going to go ahead and agree to the terms and service and click continue. The next thing you'll notice it asks is for my first name and last name, so easy enough. Let's go ahead and punch that in. And you'll notice now it's just asking me to confirm my email address by going to my email and clicking on a link that I've been provided. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, I've got my email open here, and we can see I've got an email from Collector Part Exchange just letting me know that I can click on this link to verify my email address. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And just like that, we've got our account created. So pretty straightforward. I'm going to go ahead and say continue. Now that I've got my account created, the very next step that I can take is to actually create a store. Once I've logged in, it's going to take me right to the store creation process. However, I can always get back to this really easily. So let's say that I find myself on the shop one day, I'm maybe looking for parts, and I want to come back to create a store. All I have to do is go up to Sell, come down to Create Store, and it'll bring me right back into the process of creating a store. So from this page, just click on Get Started. It's going to ask me for a store name. In this case, I'm going to name my store NOS Parts. I'm going to say continue. And the very next thing it's going to do, it's going to ask me to enter in some information. Here at Collector Part Exchange, we use a service called Stripe, and that helps us collect payments and then remit that into your bank accounts when we pay out. So it's going to need some information, such as phone numbers, email addresses. If you're going to register as an individual, it will need your social security number. If you're going to register the store through a company, you're going to need the employee identification number or the tax identification number, the EIN, and some other information as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of that stuff in for myself, and then we'll come right back and take a look at what happens next. All right, welcome back. So now that I've gone ahead and entered all of the Stripe information to get my bank account connected to Collector Part Exchange, the next thing I have to do is enter a little information about my store. So as you can see, the store name is already put in. I could change this at this point if I wanted to, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it for now. One of the other things that I have to enter is a store location, and this is really important because it helps us do things like figure out shipping, depending on what form of shipping you're using. And it also allows the users to know what country you're selling from and where this stuff might be coming from. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and start to punch in the address of my store. Now, as you can see, this will autofill, which makes it a little bit easier, but I can also still edit it. So in this case, I know that this store is number 154. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here as well. The URL ending, you don't really have to worry about this too much, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that. And store description, I already have a description saved, so I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste that into here. And this tells people a little bit about who we are, what the store is. This will show up on the store page so people can read this. And the last thing I'm going to do is just add a logo to the store as well. I'm going to go ahead and save that, and my store is created. It's really that simple. Now that the store is created, I can go up and I can add new items for sale by going to the Inventory tab. I can check to see if any of my items have sold by going to the Sales tab. And I can always get back to this page by clicking on Store Settings. So if you ever want to change anything, whether it's a logo or an address or a description, no matter where you are in the app, let's say again we were back in the storefront, it's as easy as coming to Store or coming to Sell, going to Store Settings, and that'll bring you right back to where you can make all these changes. And if you ever do need to change your banking information, all you have to do is click on the little tab at the top that says Stripe Account, say Open Stripe, and it'll walk you right back through the process of changing any of the banking information you need to change. Thank you for watching the video today. If you have any questions, we're always here to help and support you however we can, so feel free to reach out. And we look forward to seeing you on CPX.